Hi, I'm N.B. Turner, and I'm going to read to you a short piece of unpublished fiction called Old Fashioned Tech by me. I'm old fashioned. Your word is your bond. Don't say nothing you can't take back. All that crap. I stand by my people. But then again, I also like having a drink or two, and sometimes the booze makes my words a bit loose and my standing a bit wobbly. That's how the reporter got me to talk in the first place. New mayor coming into town, wanted to add all this technology into the city hall, digital records, fingerprint security scanners, putting stuff in the cloud, whatever the hell that is. The whole thing could cut the workforce in half, all in the name of efficiency. As the head of human resources, and the one who would have to fire everyone who'd be cut loose, I know efficiency doesn't mean jack when people lose their jobs. But if the boss wants something, he gets it, so I stayed quiet in the office. The mayor's good graces were all that kept me employed after he beat my last boss in the election. I'd need to give him or his staff a reason to fire me. The bar was packed on Friday. A cheap beer and a friendly bartender had me ready to drink all night. At some point, that reporter must have gotten me to talk. I don't even remember the questions he asked. I just remember the voicemail on Saturday morning. Mr. Thurston, I just wanted to thank you for speaking with me last night. Your comments were very insightful into the mayor's new initiatives, he had said. Little pissant was common around City Hall. Loved gossip. If you didn't say off the record when you saw him, he'd write anything you said as truth. He once wrote how an employee had steak on their grocery list, claiming it showed how city employees were overpaid. I called him back. I told him I didn't remember speaking with him. Asked him to remind me what I'd said. Quote, the whole thing is about efficiency. Efficiency doesn't mean jack when people lose their jobs. It's a stupid idea to begin with. End quote. There's no way I said that, I said. A small silence hung on the phone before he dropped me. I have a recording, sir. He played my voice back over the phone. I was sunk. Can we talk about this? Is there any way I can amend what I said? You mean take it back, he said? Not an option. I don't do corrections just because it makes you look bad. Of course you don't, you little shit, I thought. Why would you care about someone else's reputation? Another idea came to mind. My words won't get out if he doesn't publish the story. I don't want to take it back, I said. I want to give you something more. What do you mean? Meet me out behind City Hall in an hour. I'll give something to really sell the story. Come along. He sounded surprised, but he didn't protest. See you there. I didn't have much time, but then again I didn't need it. I knew City Hall as well as my own home. Every office, every phone, every security camera. There was a spot out back, out of sight from the street, and a blind spot for the cameras. I took a ball cap, a hoodie, and a piece of rope. The reporter met me there. He already had his phone out, ready to record before we even started talking. Put that away, I told him. I'm not talking, I'm giving you something. What? He said. A sharp right hook bent him over. My knee slammed into his nose. Old tricks I'd learned in past bar fights. He was dazed and bleeding. My hand slipped the rope around his neck. Pulling the ends with all my strength, I dropped into my waist. More pressure on his throat that way. His hands flailed, trying to hit me and shake me loose. No dice, kid, I said. I held firm. I kept pulling until he stopped flailing. When he was still, for good measure, I gave one swift yank and snapped his neck. The reporter's face was bashed up. His neck was almost cut through by the rope. Job well done. My gloved hand slipped into his pocket and took out his phone. I smashed it with my boot heel, destroying any recordings I thought he had. The rope was in my pocket, ready to be burned as I got home. I left the alley, worried only about hiding my face from the security cameras covering the side door of City Hall. Hoodie up, I reached my car knowing I was in the clear. So, imagine my surprise when the Sunday papers had the reporter's story, with my quotes and my job title. My phone rang, and the answering machine picked it up. It was the mayor. I didn't hear what he said. I was too focused on an editorial note that said the article was, quote, reconstructed from interviews uploaded to this newspaper's cloud server. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.